everyone, Billy here, and welcome to, well, Posca Markers. If you guys haven't seen anything about these, apparently they are paint markers. I found them out, or I only recently heard about them kind of while I was scrolling through Instagram, believe it or not, and I really liked how they look. And so technically, I already have some, but the colors I have were very, I don't know, basic. These are all that I have so far. They're very expensive, but I have only done one thing with them and I like them a lot. So I wanted to get more. And these are like, they seem to be a prettier pastel color. So basically today, I'm just gonna work with them. I've already kind of sketched out some doodles from Bluey, which, listen, okay, y'all don't say nothing, because if you haven't given Bluey a shot, I know it's like, it's not even a kid's show, it's like a pre-kids show, but it is a very good cartoon. I am just amazed at the animation for it. Mind-boggled, okay, mind-boggled, absolutely in love, such a good comfort show. I mean, I cry. But so yeah, I wanted to try out some of these Posca markers with a couple of these little doodles. I didn't do this in my normal sketchbook because I'm pretty sure I read somewhere where, I don't know, that this doesn't work very well on regular sketchbook paper. Sketchbook paper, nailed it. But that's all I have. I mean, technically I think this is like a mixed media paint pad, but I'm sure it's still going to bend. This isn't my normal sketchbook either. This is technically my husband's, and I'm borrowing it. We're gonna get on into it. Let's pop these babies open. I do need to, we do need to wet them, don't we? We gotta open them out. Let's use this page. So to my understanding, these are basically like a paint marker, kind of, sort of. Like I said, I've used the other ones that I've had, but I've only drawn like one thing with them. And so, I don't really know a lot of how to use them or anything like that. I do know you gotta give them a good shake, and you really gotta get that paint out. Is it going? Hello? Might not have shook it enough. Let's shake it some more. I ordered this batch off of Amazon, and I really hope it's not going to bite me in the butt, because the other one I literally just bought from my local, Michael's? No, Hobby Lobby. Oh, yep, see, there it goes. There we go. Oh, something else I just realized is this tip is a lot smaller than these. These are the ones that I have. Look at how that is a lot more thick. Oh, it's got something on it. A lot more thick than these. These are kind of cool. I like it. All right, now we gotta get the rest of them working. It's gonna take a minute. Wow. Terrible writing. Okay, I need to tear off another little slip and try to get this clean. Now let's see, after making all of these marks out of curiosity, how the back page looks. Well, it's not bleeding through, surprisingly. This one is a little bit, but that's understandable because I was like the biggest splotch. That was kind of another thought. I was wondering if they would bleed through or not. Okay, so now that we have all of these working, coming out the box. Who needs boxes? I don't need boxes. Get out of here, box. I want to go ahead and start coloring these doodles. At least when I've done the other one drawing that I did that I gave to my grandma for Christmas, I actually didn't do any line art. I just kind of did it on top of the pencil sketch. And that's what we're going to try to do again. So let's just get on in it. Let's see. Obviously, we're going to need... What color was this blue? See, that's another thing. We're going to have all these colors to the side. That's a pretty blue. 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 These are good bluey colors. Here's our bluey colors. What's our good chili and bingo colors? Is this a good tan? That's a good muzzle color. Here's our muzzle color. Our muzzles might have to share. Maybe yellow. That's a bright yellow. Y'all can't see I'm testing colors on the far right. That's a little darker yellow, but if I put that beside that, that's not gonna look right. Yellow it is! Okay. So we have these. These are gonna be our primary colors. And then, I guess black for the eyes. I don't know. Well, let's just get into it. Oh, this is so nice to work with. I literally cannot believe how nice these pens are to work with. I like this tip. I like the thinner tip of this than the other ones that I have. This is a lot easier and whatnot for me to control. It is a little bit different to fill in though. I guess that's the main upside of the thicker ones, is that they're easier to fill in the shapes. Yeah, we're already getting some clumps. It's because I'm using this paper. I've heard, I haven't tested, that these pens are work really well on wood. And I know there's gonna be some of you guys in the comments that's like, Billy, what are you doing? That's not the paper you use these pens on. Why are you doing this? They're so expensive. Look, I'm working with what I got, okay? I'm working with what I've got. That's all. The inside of the ears, I don't know if those are pink or not. I'm going to do pink. Yeah, you can definitely see the clumps from using this paper. I almost feel like I didn't get those kind of clumps using my actual sketchbook paper, but I don't know. I won't know until I try it in that book. I figured I'd try it in this one first, though. So cute. These pens are very fun to use. These paint markers are just so fun. One bluey! Okay, let's start working on Bandit next. I know there's a very good reason why Bandit is like one of the most favorite characters from this show. And if you don't know, basically, Bandit's the dad, obviously, but he spends a lot of time with the kids and plays with them all the time, and that's, I guess, not seen a lot in cartoons. I think cartoons are getting better at showing stuff like that, but it's definitely, at first glance, you're like, oh wow, you know, the dad spends a lot of time with the kids. You don't see that often. And because of it, I think it makes him so lovable. And he is. He's a good dad. He's a good father. I don't know if I would say he's my favorite, though. I think if I had to pick a character from the show that was my favorite, I think it'd be Bingo. I don't know. Bingo's really sweet, and it could also be the fact that Bingo was one of Bingo's episodes with the space theme, where she wants to go to sleep in her own bed like a big girl. It wasn't the first one I ever watched, but it was the first one that I saw, and I went, oh wow, there is more behind this cartoon than it just being a junior kids show. Because the love and adoration and animation and music and message and everything about it really honestly teared me up. I went, oh wow, this is something special. And that was the first episode that I showed my husband, who agrees that it's really cute, but he doesn't watch it like I do. I'm very curious because they have a lot of different dog breeds, which is really cool. I'm curious if they're ever going to bring cats into the picture. I mean, normally if you don't see anamorphic cats, I assume that, or if you don't see a regular cat, like a pet cat, I assume that means they're going to be, I don't know, also neighbors? I don't know. I'm very curious. It could just be me talking because I'm a cat person, but you know what? It is what it is. Yeah, I definitely should have erased some of the pencil lines. Thankfully, it's paint, which means I can layer over it. Woo! Chili might have to be my second favorite character. I like Chili a lot. I feel like she doesn't get enough credit for, I don't know, being a good mom, but I guess it's also like, oh, there's always good moms in cartoons, so yeah, she's cool. And I'm like, well, yeah. I hope she gets more love. I haven't technically seen season 3 yet. I think I'm technically, as of recording this video, I'm only on season 2. And so I believe that there's more of her in the next season, which I hope. But also, I'm sitting here drawing kids' dogs, so I would not be surprised if I don't see her, because I don't think there's much overarching plot, as there are in other quote-unquote kids cartoons, like The Owl House, or Star vs. the Force of Evil, or Amphibia, or the list goes on. I could go on with that list. Which is another thing that kind of struck me, because I've seen all of those shows, right? I've seen The Owl House. I haven't finished Amphibia. I'm trying to think of the other more recent one. Besides just Star. And then obviously Steven. But like, I've seen all those shows. And the thing about those shows is that they're kid shows, but they're still advertised and portrayed for like older kids. Does that make any sense? Like, probably preteens, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe era. And Bluey is not. Bluey is on Disney Junior, so it's for like, you know, preschool, like kids, like young kids. And that's, I think, another reason why I was so taken back at how in love with it I was, I guess. I was just, I don't know, I'm sorry, I know I've said this already, but I'm just baffled. If you guys haven't, like, just pull up a clip, man. Pull up any kind of clip. I think the thing that really sells it for me is that it's not just a, hold on, dry for a second. It's not me just saying, oh, it's not a kid show, but it actually has elements in it for parents as well. I mean, it's a family show. I mean, don't have kids yet. I am married. I don't have kids yet, but I'm taking notes, to be honest, kind of in the back of my head. Just the way that they handle situations, or how, I don't know, to me the main selling point, or the biggest, coolest thing is just that they play with their kids. And I don't know how many of us can really say that our parents played with us, right? Not like, oh, let's sit down and do something together, but like, oh, I'm gonna play a silly game of catch, or imaginary school something. And how much of us can say that the parents said, oh yeah, let's play? I don't know. See, I shouldn't have used this one because it's very thick and I don't like it. This time I've learned my lesson. This time I'm going to try to make it not as, this is working. Okay. I don't feel like I have as good of colors for Chili and Bingo as I did Bluey and Bandit, but we are going to make the most of it. Oof. I should have erased better. Why did y'all not let me erase better? I blame all of you guys. How dare? How dare you not have 2020 vision? Should I just stream? If I streamed this, then y'all would have been able to tell me. You could have been like, Billy, stop. Stop, Billy. No, stop, Billy. It's getting worse. Honestly, though, this kind of thing is very important. I mean, I'm making mistakes, but I'm learning from them, right? I learned that, okay, I should probably erase my pencil lines before I start painting with these pens. And then I learned, I should erase better and not let it smudge like this because it looks gross and it makes the colors look gross. And even though I'm doing this with, expensive pens, expensive paint pens, I don't think I should get in trouble for that. I think it's okay. I think I'm learning, and you have to start somewhere. I do know I learned my lesson from the last time I did this, that it's hard to stack lighter colors on top of dark colors, so I'm going to leave those spots white until I can grab my pen to fill it in with yellow. I think I was trying to put like a white shine, or like, I wish I could remember better what I was trying to do, but I was not doing it very good. I remember I was trying to like put white on top of something in my last drawing for my grandma or whatever, and it was not going, it was not working. I guess because these tips are more thin, not as much paint comes out, and I'm scared to like get too much paint that comes out. Like this one is nice and smooth. I feel like I'm scratching the surface too much with my other tan color. Or this yellow one too, honestly. See if I can go over some of these more messed up, because I did this on top of pencil sketch one. Everybody's gotta learn. Okay, I messed up a little bit on Chili. I am not messing up on Bingo. I'm not gonna do that to my girl. I'm not, and I'm about to go in doing exactly what I just said that I wasn't going to do last time. It's fine. Alright, B-I-N-G-O, let's go. Yeah, I think this yellow is also just super sensitive to any kind of dirt underneath it. Not dirt, but shavings, pencil marks, lines, anything like that is going to show through. Okay, so Bingo turned out a lot more better than Chili. Surprisingly, I think Bluey might be the best looking one so far though. Okay, so for the rest of these, I want to try inking them as I would a regular drawing and then using the paint pens to basically color them. I don't know if it's going to make any kind of difference, but we'll see. Oh, this thing is empty. Great. So I can't have nice things. And there we have it. One lovely bluey sheet. I feel like I've learned a lot. Obviously there's a lot of mistakes in these. This is a wreck. Don't like using the pen for these, but overall, these are very fun markers to use. And I know they're kind of pricey, and it's not in everybody's price range at all, but I would highly recommend trying to get a pack and use them. If you like to use bold, bright colors and solids and, I don't know, cutesy stuff like that, highly recommend. Don't use this paper. Do not use any kind of regular sketchbook paper. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a lot of little fuzzes because these are not meant for this. So I really gotta get my hands on some kind of, whatever the proper material is, I'll find out at some point and maybe I'll put it here. Wow. That's what you should use. But either way, if y'all have any tips, I mean, if there's anybody that watches that's like, ooh, I use Posca markers, let me tell you some things about them. Tell me some things about them, because I don't know a lot. And this was a big old test to see how they worked. And I like them. I just need to learn more about how to use them properly. It's all about the proper way to use things. But either way, I hope you guys like this kind of video. If you do, let me know. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye!